you noticing that the days have been getting shorter and thankfully the nights have been getting colder? And it only means one thing, right?
Oh yeah, the holidays are fast approaching. Would you believe we have only a little over a month before Christmas? Time flies so fast, grabe.
And before you know it, it's December already. But before we all get caught up in the frenzy of Yuletide shopping, eating, and partying, we must not forget to focus on one important thing, ourselves. I am Maggie Wilson.
And I'm Tereli Caras, and this is Fit and Fab, your ultimate guide to being a better you.
Reach for the sky, dance to the beat, yeah. Pamper yourself, go all out, yeah. Be fit, be fit, be fab. This is your time to be all that. Be fit, ooh, be fab. This is your time to be all that.
Tonight's lineup of stories will no doubt help you stay fit and fab. We've got a feature on everyone's favorite pastime, sleeping, a guide to homegrown beauty products, tips on how you can avoid desk-bound dangers, another zero-cal, zero-nonsense woman profile, and this week's Calci Aid to a new you. Mags, how many hours of sleep do you need to become like a fully functioning individual the following day?
I say about 4 hours is good enough.
Talaga?
Ikaw? Yeah.
Surge ka naman.
No, kasi diba with, with my
Ako nga,
type of...
6 to 8 hours kailangan ko
Well,
eh.
that's normal. Pero kasi for the type of job that, I'm doing, I do a lot of
sabagay.
taping. Sometimes we're needed on the set about 24 hours and you don't really get
Sanay na
enough
yung katawan mo.
time to sleep. So 4 hours is good enough.
But do you feel na your body really needs the sleep to be able to recharge, refresh
yeah.
yourself?
Of course, and I truly believe in power naps, like 15, 30-minute power naps. They really, really work.
Pero have you ever had like a sleeping problem, like an insomnia or something?
Yeah, I did. Actually,
Talaga?
yeah, before. It came to a point where I slept at 7 in the morning and woke up at 2 in the afternoon.
Wow, that's pretty bad. Well, we spend half of our lives sleeping and for good reason. So to all you batugans out there, guess what? Sleep is actually great for your health.
And if you have some problems getting a good night's sleep, well, here's a few tips on how you can get over your insomnia. Yup, it's all about the science of sleep on tonight's Ladies' Room. Sleep is amazing. It relaxes us, relieves our stress, and rejuvenates every part of our body. But most of us don't really have an idea how much sleep we really need. In our lifestyle today, busyness is used as a badge of honor, and sleep is regarded as a weakness. Our excuse, we don't have enough time to sleep. But we're forgetting one important thing. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a biological necessity.
Most of our, tissues do regenerate during sleep. And it's very important, particularly in children, that in sleep, this is a time that, their growth hormone are released.
Be grateful for this miracle of nature because many of us don't get sleep the easy way. I know I don't. Right, I have a sleeping disorder and it's called insomnia and it's really, really terrible kasi syempre sa work ko, when I sleep late, minsan maaga yung call times ko. But on a regular day, I'd sleep around 4, 5:30, 6 in the morning. And then I usually get up around 10, 12 to start my day. Well, it affects me in such a way that, I get tired really fast. Kasi syempre kulang ka sa tulog. And of course, I think sleep talaga is really, really important. Insomnia is one of the most common sleeping problems we women have. It's the ultimate I can't sleep syndrome. We lie in bed for hours and yet, unexplainably, we still can't catch even a cat's nap.
It's more of a symptom. It's a subjective complaint where there is a problem of initiating, maintaining, waking up too early, and then during the day you don't feel you're functional. No? You're not happy with what you had with your sleep the prior night. No? And so there are a lot of factors that can contribute to this. Stress is the most common. No? Mood problems are common. No? If you have excitement, if there's some death in the family, or for example, you're quite a very anxious person. No? So this can affect initiation of sleep.
Just like me, Hazel 20 years old, is a certified insomniac. She has been lacking of precious sleep for the past 5 years.
Nung una pa lang, 2 a.m., kung hindi na ako nakakatulog. Tapos, nung medyo tumagal-tagal, medyo grumabi na talaga siya. 3 a.m., tas nagiging up to now, nagiging 6 a.m. na up to 7 a.m., gising pa rin ako. Kapag insomniac ka, parang maboboard ka talaga. So, ang ginagawa ko para hindi ako maboard, tinatawagan ko lahat ng mga kakilala ko or gumagawa ako ng bagay na hindi ko ikaka-board. Isang araw inisip ko, baka naman kaya hindi ako makatulog kasi parang iniisip ko yung mga gagawin ko na marami akong pwedeng gawin hanggang gising. So, ang ginawa ko, nakatunga nga lang talaga ako. Iniintay ko na makatulog ako. But then, hindi pa rin talaga ako makatulog. So, ngayon, yung alternative ko, magbabasa ng libro hanggang sa makatulog na lang. And before, nag-sleeping pills ako, pero hindi gumagana sa akin. Gising pa rin talaga ako.
It's not fun being wide awake at night when everybody else is sleeping. Insomnia leaves the insomniac awake and frustrated.
Parang marami talagang disadvantages yung pagiging insomniac. Unang-una, pagkagising mo, yung after matulog, parang ramdam mo kulang na kulang yung tulog mo.
Can't sleep? It's a problem more serious than we think. Sleep specialists advise insomniacs to go through a series of counseling to know the patient's history. They say going to a sleep lab may be helpful. Here, the patient spends at least a night to get a good 8 hours worth of sleep. Or, in Hazel's case, at least try. The patient's breathing and heartbeat is recorded and monitored by a sleep specialist. This will check a patient's sleeping behavior, if she's suffering from other sleeping disorders like sleepwalking, talking, or when there is difficulty in breathing while sleeping, also known as chronic sleep apnea. For insomniacs like Hazel, doctors check how long it takes for them to doze off. In short, how serious their insomnia is. For some of us, hitting the sack isn't a problem. It's the chance and time that's the issue. Many jobs today have graveyard shifts. The call center biz is one prime example. It may be good for the pocket, but one's biological clock gets haywired. Rizal, a customer service representative, works 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. By the time she gets home, the sun's already up.
It's hard to sleep. Parang kulang na kulang ka lagi sa tulog kahit na 8 hours. So kasi it's different to sleep kapag umaga. Usually sanay tayo na natutulog ng gabi, diba?
Changing times may need changing skeds. Literally. For our body clock, I mean. Doctors say this is okay for adults, as long as we get quality sleep.
It really depends on probably the quality, it's not the length of time. But in the majority, adults would usually need 7 to 8 hours.
So make sure your sleep debt wouldn't pile up. It's okay to pay your sleep debt with a nice, long sleep over the weekend. But make sure your body clock returns to its normal sync. And if your job really calls for a night shift, we suggest you rent close by. That would save you more energy, more time, more sleep, and less road accidents. For a better sleep, it's important to develop good sleeping hygiene. Your hygiene should start with your diet. Cut down on nicotine and caffeine intake. For your dinner, skip a heavy meal that's high in fat. That will take more time for your stomach to digest. And you don't want to be awake hearing funny noises from your stomach. Go with foods that are high in complex carbs with medium protein. A seafood and rice combo is a good menu. The milk and cookie by the bedside myth? Well, you'd be surprised to know that it actually works. Milk and other dairy products are high in calcium. Calcium helps our brain use a certain amino acid called tryptophan that includes melatonin, the neurotransmitters that slow down the traffic in our brain. Make sure you leave your work where it's supposed to be, in the office. Turn off your work gadgets like laptops, palms and cell phones to avoid those nagging beeps and calls. And from your curtains to pillows and PJs, make sure you feel comfy with your sleeping conditions.
A good night's sleep does lead to a better life, so make sleeping time a priority. Sleep well!
Local rules delight on Philippine-made beauty products that are au natural and at the same time perfect for Pinays. And later, if your back is aching and breaking, our list of exercises is sure to get you back on your feet, jumping and smiling.
Have you ever tried any locally made beauty product?
Of course, yes. I'm such a big fan of Gugu shampoo.
Gugu shampoo? What's
Seriously, haven't heard of Gugu shampoo?
No. Well, I grew up abroad.
Gugu shampoo is like made of this herb. Tapos
Okay.
usually may kalamansi siya. And
Alright.
it comes up with a really great lather. And your hair's like bouncy and shiny and soft. Talaga?
It sounds weird. Well, I'm yet to Google
Yes,
shampoo.
Google me in Google shampoo. I'll bring you some one of these days. Well, with so many beauty products out there, it's really hard to pick which one is best for you.
And to make life easier, we've combed the consumer market and found beauty goodies that are absolutely young for us Pinays. Why? Because they are proudly Philippine-made.
It's all about homegrown Kikai commodities on tonight's Fab Guide.
We used to rely on global brands for our beauty routines. Now, more and more products are made locally, which means more beauty booty for the Filipina.
When shopping around for our regimen, we like to try out products that are not only affordable and effective, but have ingredients we're familiar with. Mangoes, papaya, milk, ingredients commonly found in our kitchen, is first on the list of local beauty products we love.
Now, vitamin C is very popular today. Others is vitamin A, which you can actually get from milk products.
There's a certain appeal to going au natural, and it seems to be all the rage among us Pinays.
When it comes to beauty, when they say natural, it's more like from the garden to your face. When they have products in the grocery that they say have fruit extract, it may come from like a fruit, but the process of the way they came up with the product isn't naturally like natural because there may be some synthetic ingredients.
A lot of girls swear by the effectivity of truly natural and DIY beauty concoctions, but doctors warn it could also be risky.
When these natural elements are processed, they remove the toxicities from spoiled food. So I much prefer these natural elements to be processed instead of you get them out from your garden and apply it on yourself. Because you might end up with, you know, when you say all natural, might mean all allergies or all toxic.
But who says we can't have the best of both worlds?
Considered safer for our skin and friendlier to the environment, organic beauty products are the stuff of legend. And we have them here.
Liende was derived from the Spanish word lienda, which means legend. It is a local line of organic skincare.
Our bestseller is the No Rumple Silk Skin Butter. It's the body butter. It softens the skin, but it's very, very non-greasy. So in our humid weather, it's a blessing. So you feel soft, you feel smooth, but it's not gonna feel sticky when you commute or when you sweat.
They also have a facial line, cleansers, moisturizers, and sunblocks. All made from certified organic ingredients, which is intended for use by people with sensitive skin. Organic skincare products made by the Filipino for the Filipino.
A lot of Filipino products consider the texture of the skin of local women compared to the foreign brands. They want to develop products for the common denominator. More specialized ang local product, more suitable for local skin.
And when it comes to prettifying Pinays like us, how can anyone go wrong with the well-loved coconut?
It's all about living well and living healthy. This is the key to being truly beautiful.
Viviendo formally started in 2004, but the research that went with the production of virgin coconut oil started way back in 1983.
Their key ingredients for all their products are pure essential oils, herbal and botanical extracts, and virgin coconut oil.
We have to get the benefits of coconut oil not only taken internally, but topically.
If it's Filipino made, of course, we know they do have the Filipina in mind. And it's good for us if a lot of us avail of it, because then we hope that they'll have more competitors, so we have more products to choose from.
More products means more choices, which means more affordable beauty loot for everyone.
On the hunt for bath and body essentials that won't break the bank? Here's to beauty that's zen and zestful.
I came up with the concept of Zen Zest 7 years ago, that was 2001, because I noticed that all the body care products in the Philippines were all imported. So gusto kong gumawa ng something na local para ma-afford ng mas maraming tao.
Combining the ideal of Zen living with the Kikai Girls' zest for life, Zen Zest wide range of products includes fragrances, bath and body care lines, and spa sets. Recently, they have also added a line of virgin coconut oil products, all Filipino-made and derived from nature as well.
For our aromatherapy line, we use lavender extract, rosemary extract. We also use peppermint oil, tangerine, and eucalyptus.
This delectable beauty line in really attractive packaging has become a staple in many Kikai kits, even abroad, like Japan, Bahrain, Brunei, and Jeddah.
People who are using imported products are already shifting to our brand because sasabihin nila pareho lang yung quality. Minsan yung iba sasabihin mas maganda daw yung quality ng products namin. And of course, maganda rin yun na na-export namin yung products namin sa ibang bansa. Kasi it means that Filipino products can go global.
Indeed we can. The growing number of Philippine brands in the beauty industry shows that despite the presence of more expensive, more popular international brands, we definitely love our own. And why not?
When you see a local brand, it's worth the try. Especially because, like I said earlier, you know that they have the Filipina in mind. And because it's locally made, if you don't like it and you have a complaint, it's easier to have it to return it. It helps the people and the country.
Truly proof that local rules.
Learn to love your spine. Doom will loom if you don't take care of your back with these simple back exercises. And later, beautiful and independent. Get to know our makeup artist extraordinaire in our Zero Cal, Zero Nonsense woman.
One sweet recipe.
Gusto ko uling matikman na gawa niya.
A simple dish lavished with heaps of love.
Yun din ang pinapakain ko rin sa mga anak ko.
After 25 long years,
Umalis ako na hindi nagpaalam.
will she savor once more the unforgettable flavor of a sister's affection?
Pinapayo ko sa kanya na hanapin din niya.
Hindi namin alam kung saan siya hanapin.
Nothing is impossible with reunions.
Parang gawa naman ng ulit.
Reunions, Tuesday, 10 p.m. on Q.
Well, Max, I know you've never kept like an office job. Neither have I, like yung talagang full-time. I've experienced that, sitting in an office the whole day doing paperwork.
Yeah.
Ang sakit niya sa likod.
I must agree with you. I'm sure it must really, really hurt because the closest thing I've been to a desk is a bus, and I sat on the bus for 6 hours.
Uy, masakit yun. Mahirap yun.
Yeah. My butt was burning and my back was aching.
Pero di ba, I think a lot of people don't really notice it. They're just all too happy to be in the office, prente lang sila, very safe and all that. Well, if you think that working in an office from 9 to 5 is safer than, say, jumping off a cliff, think again. Slaving away in the office can actually be hazardous to your health.
If you're desk-bound, your back is doomed, unless you learn how to love and protect your spinal curves. Here's how you can avoid those desk-bound dangers. Watch this.
Can office work kill you? Well, not really, but it can ruin your back.
Some people sit down recklessly. Some slouch. They feel they're comfy only until they feel their backs ache.
When we slouch, which we tend to do when we are working, that places a lot of strain on the back, increases the pressure on the discs and on the lower back muscles. And eventually, if you do that long enough, it can give rise to muscle strain, back pain.
Back pains usually occur in the lumbar spine or the low back area because it bears most of the body's weight. Our lumbar spine has bones stacked one on top of the other. In between each is a gel-like cushion called disc.
The disc acts like a shock absorber. It helps with movement. Without the disc, we wouldn't be able to move forward, sideward, and all that.
Do not bear the pain of your back all by yourself. If you take it for granted, you will carry a heavier baggage on your back.
90% of patients with back pain, normal, run-of-the-mill, idiopathic back pain, recover in about 3 months regardless of the treatment. But if you're able to pick up these patients, then you reduce that 3 months into just about 2 weeks. So in terms of pain relief, definitely. In terms of comfort, in terms of productivity, it's really going to be a big push for the patient.
So to avoid facing back problems, preventive measures are needed. One of these, choosing a spinal-friendly chair.
Here in Trade Optimum, you can find an array of ergonomic chairs. But what exactly are ergonomic chairs?
When you say ergo, it is an equipment designed for the physical fitness of the person, for his comfortability, and to reduce his fatigue. All of its parts must be adjustable so that it would fit the body of the person sitting on that chair. The armrest, it should be adjustable. You can make it higher or lower. Some of the ergo chairs, especially for executive chairs, they are usually chairs that you can lean down because usually executive people, they're really stressful. So sometimes they wanted to get rest inside their office as well.
Once you have the right chair, you can sit tight, relax, pain-free.
But if ergonomic chairs aren't available, don't fret. There are still some useful tips to help prevent back pains.
First up is to configure your workspace correctly. When working in front of a computer, place your monitor and keyboard directly in front of you. Maintain eye-level position with your monitor. If your screen is higher or lower than your gaze, raise or lower your monitor to reduce neck strain. And, of course, be mindful of your posture. Keep your behind towards the rear of the seat. Keep your shoulders against the top of the backrest. This position will allow the chair to do the work and for your back to stay at a healthy and natural angle. Experts also suggest that office workers do some stretching. This lessens the possibility of having back injuries.
The importance of stretching, of course, is to increase the range of motion, or the flexibility of the muscles attached to your body.
Relax your neck by putting your hands behind your back. Slowly bend your head forward, hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds, and then bend your head sidewards.
The muscles we are targeting here is erector spinae, or dun sa part ng back muscle na nag-extend siya hanggang sa neck.
You can also do the toe touch stretch to work on your lower back. Reach for your toes and hold position for 20 to 30 seconds.
Ang importante doon is kung makaka-stretch ka, mas lesser or mas madi-decrease ang tendency to have injuries because you are flexible.
Proper posture and stretching combined with proper exercise can make your back strong enough to carry its everyday load.
Exercise improves the supply of nutrients to spinal discs and strengthens the muscles around your spine.
Having a strong back will help your body to stay erected and decrease the potential pains na pwede mo makuha pagka nag-work ka or nakatayo ka or nakaupo ka for a long period of time.
There are actually a number of muscle exercises that help keep your bones sturdy and strong. Work it, girls! Try the stiff leg deadlift. This exercise zooms in your back thighs and lower back muscles. First, stand. Your feet should be shoulder width apart. Then slowly bend over. Make sure your lower back is straight. It is best done with weights like dumbbells for 12 to 15 repetitions for 3 sets. Next up, take a shot at extension exercises. This keeps your back muscles strong and free from injury. The most popular is the back hyperextension. Lie on the floor on your stomach. Raise your arms while slowly lifting your back up. Tighten your abdominal muscles to support your back. Work up to 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. This next exercise you definitely need to check out. Its name will either make you tweety tweet tweet or barky bark. Yup, it's called a bird dog. Bird dog are reciprocal reaches that strengthen the spine, glutes, hamstrings, and shoulders. Start with the standing dog position. Keep your body straight. Simultaneously stretch out your left arm and right leg as far as possible. Hold for 2 seconds while maintaining your alignment and balance. Then, slowly return to the starting position. So who says you can't do something to prevent back pains?
While it's always good to work hard for your money, what's not is to work yourself to spinal curve death. Remember to move around and exercise when you're in the office. Your back will thank you for it.
Beautiful and independent. Get to know our makeup artist extraordinaire in our Zero Cal, Zero Nonsense woman. And later, Lori's Calcier journey has come to an end. Get to know the all-new Lori. Empowered women everywhere, stand tall and be proud. It's high time you got recognized.
Tonight we meet one very successful woman who has made a name for herself in the highly competitive beauty industry. Our Zero Cal Zero Nonsense Woman of the Week is renowned makeup artist Barbie Chan. With just a dab of her sponge and a stroke of her brush, our Zero Cal Zero Nonsense Woman today can brighten and color your day whenever you feel that life is dull and gray.
Meet Barbie Chan, makeup artist extraordinaire. When Barbie was but a little doll, a little girl, she dreamt of using scalpels and forceps.
I've always wanted to be a doctor. You know, when you're young, you're so idealistic. And being idealistic, you always want to help people.
But her parents had other plans for her. After graduating from college, Barbie was given the hat of marketing manager in their family business. Barbie sold concrete.
I was so miserable, but I was thinking that time, how do I make it better for me? So I told my parents, I cannot be a secretary, definitely. So I wanted to go out that time. So I said, can you just assign me out, like field work?
After saving enough money, Barbie gave up her hat and exchanged concrete for makeup. Barbie packed her bags and studied in the Los Angeles School of Makeup.
The initial reaction was, parang pinagtapos namin na mag-aral, bakit magiging beautician ka? But for me, nung time na yun, I was thinking, ano ngayon kung beautician? Doesn't matter. As long as I'm happy with what I'm doing, it's my passion, and I'm gonna be earning money from it.
Despite her parents' disagreement, Barbie decided it's time to zero in on herself. From being the family doll, Barbie became her own woman.
When she went back to Manila, Barbie showed her portfolio to publishing leader Summit Media. And from then on, she hasn't stopped making women beautiful.
It's the most fulfilling and the most liberating experience ever. At the end of the day, you can only rely on God and yourself.
It wasn't long after when Barbie became the chief makeup artist of Maybelline.
Barbie trains beauty advisors and gets to have a say on Maybelline's products.
If you want to be the makeup expert, then the people behind the counter should also be an expert.
Barbie also has a column called Second Chances in one of the leading newspapers, where she gives free makeovers to women who need to rediscover themselves.
People always think that makeup is very superficial, when in fact it's not. I realized that putting on makeup has a psychological effect on us. It makes us feel happy. It makes us feel that we are also taking care of ourselves.
The family doll became her own woman, not just with a single dab and stroke. She became Barbie Chan because of hard work and because she put her mind on what she wanted.
in on what you want with Summit Zero Cal, a refreshing zero sugar, zero carbohydrate, zero caffeine, and zero calorie beverage. Summit Zero Cal, available in 4 exciting combi fruit flavors.
Will Lori ace her Calciate to a New You report card? Find out later on Fit and Fab.
One sweet recipe.
Gusto ko lang matikman na gawa niya.
A simple dish lavished with heaps of love.
Yun din ang pinapakain ko rin sa mga anak ko.
After 25 long years,
Umalis ako na hindi nagpaalam.
will she savor once more the unforgettable flavor of a sister's affection?
Pinapayo ko sa kanya na hanapin din niya.
Hindi namin alam kung saan siya hanapin.
Nothing is impossible with reunion.
Parang gawa naman ng Lolita.
Reunion, Tuesday, 10 p.m. on Q.
It's hard to believe that it's been 5 weeks since Laura Beth Serrano first started her Fit and Fab lifestyle makeover journey. And tonight, I think it's safe to say, marks Lori's graduation.
With all the hard work that she put in, was she able to pass her health, fitness, and wellness test with flying colors? We find out on tonight's Calciate to a New You.
Last week on Calciate to a New You. While Calciate has been helping Lori build beautiful bones on the inside, we felt Lori needed to feel beautiful on the outside as well. So we sent her to our friends in Cinderella and Philosophy to give her the beauty and fashion makeover she deserves. These past 4 weeks have been truly helpful when it comes to Lori's eating habits. Lori is now more conscious of what she buys at the supermarket by stocking up on nutritious and calcium-rich foods that are great for her health. When studying at home, Lori has replaced her junk food cravings with healthier snacking alternatives like nuts and fruits. And now, whenever Lori eats out, she makes the effort to order lean and green. Lori has also made a huge effort to include the gym in her schedule and lifestyle. Thanks to a little time management, Lori has been able to devote at least twice a week to working out.
But the best habit that Lori adopted? Incorporating Calciate in her daily life.
Lori Beth has realized as she gets older, the risk of osteoporosis becomes greater. And to help her build beautiful bones and fight osteoporosis at the same time, she takes Calciate as a part of her daily routine.
What is important in the calcium supplement is the elemental calcium present. It is calcium carbonate that has the highest percentage of elemental calcium. That's why if you're taking other tablets like calcium citrate, calcium lactate, you may need to take more tablets than if you're taking calcium carbonate.
Because of Calciate, I feel good knowing that even when I grow older, I could still stand, walk, and move as gracefully as I can right now because I won't have stooped posture.
But the question now is, did Lori Beth finally meet her fitness, beauty, and wellness goals?
We took Lori to our resident nutritionist, Christy Marasigan, for her final Fit and Fab weigh-in. The good news? Lori lost 5 pounds in just 4 weeks.
On the average, she lost 1 pound a week. So, which is good kasi ang maximum weight loss is 2 pounds a week. So, we can say that moderate yung weight loss niya at saka gradual. So, it was an effective program for her.
Obvious talaga sa kanya is yung tummy niya. So, yung first time kami nag-ab exercise, makikita mo nagbabulge yung abs niya eh. Pero, yun nga. So, as time goes by, yung sa home namin na exercise, nakita mo, medyo tight na yung tummy niya.
Looks like Lori passed her health and fitness exam with flying colors. Will she have the same results with her final bone density test?
We took Lori back to Dr. Abola, who once again put her through the all-important bone density exam, the one exam that helps us determine our bone health.
I saw her bone density result and it was almost a 3-fold increase in her bone density. So it was a very good. I was asking what did she do to attain this. So it's a very good result actually that there was an improvement in her bone density.
Calciate has truly helped Lori build beautiful bones. Better than any other calcium supplements, its soft gel capsule form allows for easy intake and quick absorption in the bones.
It's easier to absorb than the other tablets that are solid. because the tablets still have to be broken down and then absorbed, while for the gel-filled capsule, once the capsule is already destroyed, the fluid inside is easily absorbed.
I was expecting just a little improvement, but when the tests came out, the results tripled, improved by far, and it's a good thing because that's an investment for the future.
With Lori's health, fitness, and bone density results, she has really turned a newer, better leaf.
The most memorable shoot for me was the group exercise in the gym wherein I almost fainted. Another favorite challenge for me was the one in John Robert Powers, wherein I was taught the proper posture, the proper way to sit, the proper way to stand up. Thanks to this entire experience, I took some time out of my busy schedule, sacrificed some of my study time, but I think it was all worth it because I'm sure, I feel, and I know that I've become a better person compared to who I was more than a month ago. And I certainly would like to thank the Fit and Fab family and Calci Aid for making me a brand new me.
Fit and Fab and Calci Aid share one dream: for every woman out there to be fit, healthy, empowered, and totally fabulous at any age. I hope to make you over in the next Calci Aid to a new you. We at Fit and Fab really love to know what's on your mind, so please write to us at fitandfab@gmanetwork.com, and we promise we will really answer all of your burning questions about beauty, body, health, and fitness.
After all, making you more fit and fabulous is our absolute mission. Once again, I am Maggie Wilson.
And I'm Terali Caros. We'll see you again next week only here on Fit and Fab.